Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up, go dumb, go stupid, yeah, we undefeated. Sucker free, we got the seats heated. Let's face it, you bout to get a beat down. Less talking, let's take it to the streets now. Ain't gonna be no rematch, why you wanna fight? Touchdown on sight, yeah, turn off the light, oh, turn off the light, let's get it poppin'. Go dumb. When you see me moving, bodies dropping. Move some. I'm about to go sick, call Earl. I'm turning up like E40, not your average girl. I'm turning up. We can rock like Rocky, make you tap it. Ghost ride the whip, look at my drip. This ain't a copy. We got all night if you wanna throw hands. When they see me fight, they wanna throw bands. Go dumb, go stupid, yeah, we undefeated. Sucker free, we got the seats heated. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up.
It's time for the main event. It's the Shoe Shine. ¿Qué onda, vatos locos? Damas y caballeros, it's your boy Dave in the 702 for a special Wednesday Shoe Shine Boxing Slugged Out Sports podcast tonight on YouTube. Joining me all the way from North Las Vegas, the big homie, Vince. ¿Qué pasa?
What's up, buddy? What's up? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. Glad to have you. And shout out to everybody. I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. I spoke with the posse. I spoke with y'all, and I was like, man, I don't want to ask people to come on a holiday and do a show, you know, when everybody's kicking it with their family. So here we are on Wednesday. Appreciate everybody that's going to be tuning in today or in the replay. Saludos to all of y'all. Vince, I said it last week, man. We hit our goal of $100 so we can all get paid a little something. But if you guys are out there,
guys, not me. No.
It's a team effort here. If anybody's listening,
but I'm the newbie. You guys should get it. You guys been doing it longer.
Look at this.
When our channel jumps off, we'll be all right. Dang, look at you. Celebrating for the Knights.
I'm just saying, man. Yeah, exactly. I will celebrate a shot with all Golden Knights fan. I got my Golden Knights hat, man. $5 for a $5 super chat. I'm gonna do a $5 super shot of tequila for you guys. If you were so inclined.
Drunk. Hey, you know, one thing I gotta say is, how about all those dumb fans that turn in their Golden Knight jerseys in Utah, thinking that the Knights are done? Now look at them now. They're putting, man, I messed up, I threw my stuff away, big idiots, and you better not be at the parade. You're not welcome there. Get out of Vegas, you big dummy.
I like your enthusiasm. Man, I like your positive attitude because I didn't think there was a sweep for the Colorado Avalanche, man. I didn't see that coming, man. 4 games in a row.
Parade bound, baby. We're ready to win the cup. We're parade bound. I'm ready for the parade.
Well, if you guys didn't know, both Vince and I, and we'll be joined by Philly Irish Drew Evil from Philadelphia later, but Vince and I both live here in Las Vegas. And even though I was at one point kind of a San Jose Sharks fan, Vince, what's incredible is the San Jose Sharks and Golden Knights, I think they both won the equal number of games, but yet the Golden Knights ended up in the playoffs and dominating in these playoffs.
Jeez.
What they've done in 9 seasons is just, oh my God. It's
incredible.
It's incredible. Look at this. Since 2017, since the team debuted, they were the fastest expansion team to win a Stanley Cup. They've how many playoffs? Let's look at this right here. I think I got a graphic of it. This is unbelievable. In the 9-season history, they've been to the Stanley Cup now 3 times. 3 times in 9 years. I think, man, if they could win this, you could start talking about this team being a legacy team. You know, like this is the decade of the Golden Knights for an expansion team. It's absolutely remarkable.
Well, we only got 2 winning franchises in Vegas. That's it.
Well, the other one is the Aces, right? The women's NBA team.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Raiders. Come on, man.
I did check on that, man. The Raiders have had one playoff appearance since the stadium has been built. Speaking of, I don't know if you knew, man, but there was some. I found out because of road closures that there was the Korean boy band group came or something this weekend at Allegiant.
Oh
my God. So we were on Rainbow, guys. Yeah, Rainbow Boulevard in Las Vegas is where all these restaurants, they kind of call it, and it's not Chinatown. We have a Chinatown, but it's like an Asian food central. You got all the cuisines, not Cuban. You have Korean food, you got Japanese, Thai food, Chinese food. You got a lot of Asian ethnic foods there. We pulled up to this one spot next to like a Korean place, and I didn't put two and two together, but there was all these cars with the name of the like hashtag BTS or some. It said here. I'm like, who's putting all this on? What's going on? Is this a high school graduation? No, they were all going to the Allegiant Stadium, but eating before the concert.
Selling out.
Damn,
that's a trip. And their merch, that's crazy.
Well, we got a boy band looking guy on my team, man. One of those guys. We got June, whatever his name is. I can't say it, but Vince, I know you sent me something about it, and I will play something about that momentarily. Oh, we could play it right now because the legendary Will Clark of the San Francisco Giants, that was a great era of baseball.
Oh, man.
He had a lot to say about, because, baseball asked him to do that. They were doing this humping thing that was just the outfielders in the San Francisco Giants. I don't know what was up with that, but now they got a new one. And it's not any better, bro. It's not any better, the SF Giants. Let me show you guys what Will Clark had to say about this, because he's an old school baseball player.
The luxury of doing that kind of bullshit out there.
Ooh, he's mad.
Chicken shit. All right? Go back, high five each other. Nice job. We won one. Now let's keep it going. Let's keep the freaking train running. But the train has been off the tracks a little bit.
It certainly has. Yeah, I don't think I hated it nearly as much as you. I mean, just for the fact that...
Oh, I hate it. I hate it just because it's fucking stupid. You don't do it from a losing team.
You don't even... First of all...
You haven't even earned the right to do it because you're fucking losing.
Oh, man.
Emulating some sort of...
Hey, Will Clark's not holding back, guys. You guys remember that great era of baseball, the Will Clark.
Hey, but what he's saying is right.
They're acting like they're in first place. Like okay, we beat the Dodgers 4 times this year. Maybe you could have done one celebration dance, but not anything corny like what you guys are doing, man. But like they're acting, they have the second worst record in all of baseball right now, and things aren't getting any better with my team. And that's why I'm most excited about what's going on with the Vegas Golden Knights. Shout out to Big Spooky in the chat. That's what I'm excited about. But check this out, Vince. If my team keeps playing the way they're playing, they're on board to go 64-98, almost 100 losses. The question is, who will actually have 100 losses this season? Will it be Colorado Rockies, or will it be the San Francisco Giants?
You'll have 100, you'll have 99. The Rockies are horrible. Horrible.
I just gotta laugh about it, and unfortunately, I thought Buster Posey, as general manager, would be doing great things, and
man, it's his first time, man, ever doing it. Give him a chance, man. He'll be all right. Remember, he's a winner. Just give him a chance. It's the first time. Like, man, he has to deal with the money. He's got to travel and deal with the agents, and it's not an easy job. Give him time.
Not at all, man.
He's growing.
I appreciate that, Vince. I'll stay a little bit hopeful, but going back to the Golden Knights right now. What are their odds of, here's the thing, I was researching it. So Montreal obviously, a shout out to all the Canadian people that might tune into our show. Montreal Canadiens versus Carolina Hurricanes. The Golden Knights are predicted to be underdogs. Excuse me. Vegas is opening as a clear negative 137 favorite against the Canadiens. That's great. If the Canadiens beat Hurricanes. I think they're playing tonight, so I'll check on the current score. But against the Carolina Hurricanes, they would be an underdog plus 146. And I think personally, I think the Golden Knights love being the underdog. We were the underdog the entire playoff season. Hey, good to see you, Wally Coyote. We're just ecstatic over here in Las Vegas, as most fans last night. It was windy, but man, were the fans
4-zip.
4-zip
Hurricanes. They won.
It's over. So
3-1.
So
yeah,
who?
3-1. Well, it's 4-0. They won, but they're up 3-1.
So they're up now 3-1 games?
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be an All-American Stanley Cup, Carolina versus most likely. I appreciate that. SoCal Dairy says, congrats, guys, on the VGK. What a remarkable thing for this team that's just so new as an expansion team. So the great news, Vince, The great news, if you're an NBA fan, is that there's a lot of people that are interested, big ballers that are interested in bringing the expansion team, the Las Vegas NBA team, expansion team.
Yeah.
But the guy that owns the Golden Knights, he's in front. He's the front runner right now, because if the Golden Knights win, it would be the stupid. You're talking about a guy who executed the most perfect expansion team in sports history, making 3 Stanley Cup appearances in less than 10 years. He wants an NBA team. I think he's going to be the perfect owner for the NBA expansion team.
No, but he's just different. These are different athletes, man.
I know, but I think he knows a thing or two about winning from scratch.
Well, look at him. What's his name? Doofus for the Las Vegas Ace, and look at him with the Raiders. He don't know damn nothing.
Well, see, here's the thing. And we talked about last week about the the Los Angeles Clippers. To me, they had that MMA event, Jake Paul, Netflix. That has to be the most amazing NBA facility that I've seen.
That's
the whole thing is like a state of the art technology. It looks incredible on TV. The T-Mobile is now almost 10 years old. And the owner of the Las Vegas Golden Knights says, I will personally put up $300 million of my own money to make the T-Mobile even better. He will retrofit. He goes,
that's crazy.
You tell me what you want, and I will make that T-Mobile arena the perfect NBA and hockey. And I think, well, $300 million, you better make every seat light up and do a disco dance. You better give me
if they do that, where they're going to play at? The Knights, if they do that.
So that's something that I was actually thinking about the other day. I'm like, wait a minute, NBA schedule and hockey, they intersect big time, right?
Yeah.
But that's going to be a hell of a scheduling issue for both teams to figure it out, because they want to host both teams in the same place.
Yeah, and their remodel, he's going to lose money from concerts, boxing events, in that arena for 1 year or 2 years. Who knows how long it's going to take for them to build it.
Yeah, they do make a lot of money on concerts as well. So it would be ridiculously packed. I mean, the schedule for that place, and boxing events. Now, boxing in Vegas, guys, the shoe shine primarily is about boxing, the sport of boxing, fight capital of the world. But in the past year, Vince can attest, because he went to that Cinco de Mayo fight with Inoue last May. Then we had Benavidez this May. And Vince and I both went to the weigh-ins, and there had to be 3,000 people at the weigh-in. And there was from what I heard, less than 7,000 seats maybe officially sold for the David Benavidez fight at a venue that holds 18,000 people.
Yeah, no.
Boxing, if it's not for Canelo, boxing is really hard sale right now. It's hard to fill up
you said it.
a stadium in the U.S.
Canelo's the man.
Well, he still thinks he's the man. And by the way, did you see Canelo say that it's impossible now for the David Benavidez fight?
He don't need to fight him. For what? He had his shot. Benavidez messed up. That's his fault.
Canelo said it's impossible at this point. But I think he never had a shot. I don't think Canelo ever wanted to fight him.
Nah.
Hey man,
well, if he would have kept that WBC belt, he would have fought him.
Maybe he has and always has been the A side. I think until Canelo retires, which, man. So the great thing is later when Drew comes on, we're going to talk about Dmitry Bivol's comeback this weekend. He's going to fight in Russia during the Saturday afternoon. We get to see Dmitry Bivol, and maybe we'll know after I predict right now he's going to win. But it's been a long layoff. It's a long layoff for Dmitry, who has beaten Canelo. And everybody would love to see a fight between David Benavidez and Dmitry Bivol. The question now is David Benavidez has one belt at light heavyweight, and Dmitry has 3 of them. Does David Benavidez have confidence that he can lose 25 pounds and come back to defend his title at light heavyweight? We're going to find out next week. Maybe we'll hear something.
Yeah.
It is, bro. The older we get, 25 pounds, losing 25 pounds is a hard task, man. I'm not even going to lie.
5 pounds. What are you talking about? Shoot, these damn young kids.
Speaking of, man, yeah, I've actually, some of you guys who follow the show, You see, the show's still running, right? I'm just checking on.
Yeah.
But last year I had this pretty scary surgery, guys. I had a tumor removed from my my bladder. Some of you guys that didn't know, well, now you know. But I ballooned up to like 220 pounds, just shy of 5'11". I haven't been happy. I haven't been happy with my weight. I have lost 5 pounds, Vince, and I'm actually thinking about adding to this channel men's health, like a men's health thing, because I know that people are interested. And I watch a lot of men's health channels on YouTube about how to stay fit, how to, be healthy in your 40s. If you're in your 40s, maybe even in your 50s, what men got to do, what men got to look out for, chronic illnesses and stuff like that. And just really, like, I'm thinking about putting up my health journey, my health journey, trying to lose weight. I dream of being 190 pounds again. That's not even that.
Well, you're close.
No way, dude. 215. I'm 215 today, but I'm thinking about it, guys. What do you guys think about that, man? Is that something you guys would be interested? I'm talking about all health issues, including mental health, bro.
Yeah, especially mental health.
Hey, dude, I saw this thing. I'm not trying to diss on Dana White, but this came out of his own mouth. Hit that like button, guys. This came out this weekend. Dana White was saying something about don't publicly talk about mental health. He was asked, he was giving an interview or something, and he was basically saying that men that talk about that they have mental health issues, depression, maybe bipolar, whatever issue, there's plenty of them, that it makes you look like a pussy, basically. It makes you look weak.
He's crazy.
Don't talk about it.
You got to get it out. You got to get it off your chest. If not, look what something bad's going to happen.
Well, that's it, Vince. We both come from a generation that we kept that in, and we didn't men, especially our fathers and Latino men.
Yeah,
they didn't talk about feelings. Maybe they didn't even tell you their kids they love you. They it's hard for them to say I love you to the kids.
That's how I grew up the same way.
You grew up like that, and a lot of people grew up like that, and it made us tough. It made us tough. But at the same time, not everybody's built the same. So if you're not built with the same capacity, and you suffer from depression and stuff like that, to tell somebody to just keep bottling it in, at some point, people are going to explode. Saludos to Linda Hernandez. Appreciate you being here and giving us your time today. I don't disagree. I don't agree with what he said, man. I think we're in
he's weird.
I think more than ever now, we should be supportive, including that men and women, everybody
it's
has.
It's good to tell people you love them.
Yeah, and it doesn't make you weak
back
to
in our
say.
days, it was different. Yeah, but like in our day, we had to be tough. Like we never cried. Like if we like my dad would tell me, if you don't go to school, you can't go outside and play. So shit, I went to school. Like my wife said, "Oh, you got the sniffles?" That's nothing because I'm used to going to school with the sniffles. So it's like just breathing air because I'm used to it. Like, or if I hurt myself, it's like I'm used to it. Like when I go to my doctor's appointment for my shoulder, she said, "How you feel?" I said, "It's pain, but no pain, no gain." But that's just how I was brought up. Like my dad would say, if your arm hurts, you ain't playing baseball. Oh hell no! Like when I had asthma, I was allergic to the grass, and my dad told me, "I guess you can't play baseball no more." I said, "Bull crap." So I put that mind over matter, and I played baseball. It's like because I wanted it. So if I want it, I got to do it. But now it's different. But to me, you just got to tell everybody, "Hey, I love you." It makes it feel good.
Yeah, and in the sport of boxing specifically, we've had a lot of people come and become open about their own struggles. People that are considered role models, that are in a position to be role models, like Ryan Garcia, who's been very vocal about his struggles. And you can see when a boxer's struggling that it affects his performances. He's had some really bad performances. I think even WBA champion Rolando Romero has been very vocal about some of the issues he experienced in his 20s up until now. Basically he's been open about it. A lot of people are now being brave and talking about it, and I don't think there should be any shame. That's just my opinion. Now
I think it's good because if you've been there and like let's say it's you, but it's, oh my god, he has the same problem I have, and look at him, he's fine now. So I think it's good to come out and express yourself.
Sometimes you don't even know who's going to be there to help you, because somebody might come out the woodworks who's been in those shoes and say, "Hey, man, come over here. I'll talk to you about it. I've been through what you went through."
I've been through a lot of stuff, but not like stuff like wanting to kill yourself. But if you need my help, man, hit me up. I'm willing to listen to you, talk to you. You know, I'll tell you what you want to hear, and hopefully I could guide you the right way, or if not, I could get you somebody to get you the right way. You know.
Indeed, man. Indeed. Hey, right now the internet, it's about. I've always said this channel is about boxing to start with. And Adrian Broner, he had an impressive career when he was fighting. He was a champion at 4 divisions, and now he's developed into a content creator in the past few months, become a content creator that everybody's talking about. Even people young that didn't even, people that didn't even know he was a fighter are now watching him, and it just keeps. We talk about people that need help. He's jokingly asked other people for help. He was asking an athlete last week, I believe, at a comedy show, "Can you hook me up and help me?" This was Mike Epps. Yeah, just 2 years ago, he had a fight against Blair the Flair. Woo! And he was in amazing shape. Don King paid him. Blair the Flair dropped him one time, but he had a fight a couple years ago. Now he's looking like this on them kick streams, and it's every day like. Damn, Vince, we both watched a lot of people who were kind of stars in the live streaming world. We saw like the struggles that to keep people entertained day in and day out. They just want to see you get crazier. Your audience, and then the people who become your new audience, they want to see you. They want to see you, like they say, crash out. They want to see a train crash. They encourage you to do this, which is, I said I'll take a shot for $5, but they want to see this every night. They want to see you get shit-faced.
Yeah, man.
They want to see you get into fights. They want to see you get caught up in some drama. And it caught
Arrested.
up to some... Ooh, I can't believe it, man. But here it is, man. Speaking of the fact, this is one of your nephew, Amado Vargas, who was also trending this weekend. Amado's opponent, they fought at Misfits Boxing. It was a hell of a fight. Dean the Great made it very controversial, like he always does. He's, a content creator before he's a boxer, in my opinion. But last night he was arrested. Shabazz Nuruddin is his official name. Attempt with robbery, strong arm attempt, bond to be set, and this is all related to his shenanigans with Adrian Broner. They were, I think, on a boat, reportedly, a yacht, and a girl, from what I was reading, this is what I was reading, he told the girl, you can come on the boat, but you're with me. And then she was maybe flirting with all these dudes, and a lot of dudes were hitting on this girl, and he snatched her phone, was violent about it, and he caught himself a charge. He got arrested, but who was there, Vince? Who else was there in the boxing world? One of the biggest superstars in boxing also now has an arrest warrant. Who's that?
Gervonta Davis. And to me, it looked like he went out there to try to help Adrian Broner. Because whenever they showed him on the stream, they say, hey, get me off the stream. Take the mic off. Let's go talk. Like, he wanted to help, and look what happened trying to help him out. He got an arrest warrant out for himself.
Dude, so I'm not sure if he bonded out yet, Dean the Great, but now Gervonta Tank Davis, who already has a current criminal case, and a lot of people can't wait to see him fight, get back in the ring, get back into training camp while he still can have a career, but his legal problems continue. Now he has a new arrest warrant, as you were mentioning, man. But this is, let's talk about AB real quick, because this is a clip from last night, I guess, regarding that arrest. You want to talk, AB?
He's fine. He's signing. He must be taking a shot.
I'll be honest, I didn't check the clip to see how long it took him to talk, but
yeah.
What?
He's grubbing.
Well, the clip says Adrian Broner was on IG Live looking completely drunk and emotional after Dean the Great allegedly robbed Gervonta Davis for his chain. That's not what I read. That's not what I read, but
yeah, no. You know how they mess everything up.
Well, that is the boringest clip. I think AB needs, as a content creator,
he's drunk.
He needs Dean the Great to bring out the best of him, huh? Okay, here we might actually get some information on this clip right here.
Stupid, bro. He got probation for pulling up to our stream, bro.
Whoa.
That's fucked up because he was in his own world. He wasn't doing shit.
Bro, he was really vibing.
Yeah, he was listening to music, shooting around. I'm like, damn, bro, I wish you didn't pull up, bro. He fucked up. Everybody getting arrested from that stream. Oh, my.
Sorry, Vince.
No, you're good.
So I guess he punched this guy today. That's the latest, man. He punched this guy. I don't think it was caught on camera, but they're laughing about everybody got arrested from last night's stream. This ain't sustainable. You can't be a live streamer where every night you're getting effed up on alcohol, maybe even illegal drugs. I don't know what else people are doing. I'm just saying, and getting caught up in some drama, getting like, I mean, it's how soon before AAB gets caught up on a charge? Like they said he punched the guy he was laughing with tonight.
Well, he needs to like take care of his kids with all that money he's getting now. You know, he's got the child support. And hopefully those girls got him on the child support.
Yeah, he does got a lot of kids. So this is going to bring us to, like I said, guys, we're going to talk about Alexander Usyk. I'm still going to get to the enhanced games momentarily. We're going to talk about Las Vegas' first ever enhanced games, which is very, hey, if you're a sports fan, you need to be paying attention because there's a lot of things that the enhanced games might be changing professional sports. And we'll get to the Usyk thing when Drew Evo gets here. But they call this stuff engagement farming or clip farming, like where you stir up some drama. Yeah, and we've seen it ourselves firsthand here in Las Vegas. But Oblivion was back, man, and your nephews were out at that event I wanted to check out. And Oblivion was also, I guess the day after, he goes to TMT, and thankfully, if you don't like Oblivion, Carmel put the belt on him and whooped his butt in sparring. But this is a little.
Sometimes,
This is a little. I'm confused. The restraint.
That's fine. Y'all share each other, girls, so it's cool.
She gotta go.
Okay, that's cool. And he finna get whooped in front of it.
Oh, you're not a fighter.
Huh? I'm not a fighter, and you're not a fighter either. You what? That's
Nah,
Chad. That's why he was.
How's Oblivion calling them not fighters, man? This guy continues to look. Is he waiting to get punched in the face by one of your nephews, like hoping for a lawsuit?
Yeah, I wish they'd catch him in the bathroom and just like somebody don't let nobody go in the bathroom. Don't let him go in there.
But it happens
crap
with
out of him.
It happens with camera crews, right? It happens with full-on camera crews.
He ain't dumb.
He does. He brings his own camera.
Get the shit kicked out of him.
So there's always an opportune time for Oblivion to do some engagement farming, some clip farming, and it's like, well, okay, he could roll up to the gym the Vargas brothers gym, and do the same.
He ain't got the balls.
But he reportedly, I guess the day after, he's trying to get Carmel. From what I was watching, here's Carmel whooping on him. He said, "You want to spar? Okay, fine. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'll show you're not a real fighter." But he was trying to get Carmel to say stuff about a motto. I was peeping that. Yeah. He's trying to like stir up which I think, hey, right now, I think you'll do more talking about it, and we'll get some more information about the official. Amato and Fernando Jr. signed a new contract, so there's no Carmel Moulton fight happening anytime soon.
Nope,
but it would be a good fight.
Unless the lawyers work it out, you never know. The lawyers they could work the I's and whatever, top the T's or whatever. They could do, I don't know.
Carmel is one of the
future prospects.
Yeah, Carmel. You like him? He's very talented.
I remember when he first started out boxing, he used to train with my son. And no, my son did not train at TNT with Floyd Mayweather like Floyd says. He did not start off with Floyd. That's BS.
Yeah, he's very talented. It would be a good fight, but man, that dude Oblivion, he's everywhere, man. Always trying to stir up trouble, man. It's gonna catch up to him. So speaking of that,
one day he'll get caught slipping.
Speaking of the brand risk, I'm going to talk about it because, hey, man, it happened in our backyard. Slugged Out Sports is about all sports, including Vegas. Whether you think brand risk is a joke, they're getting the views, they're getting the interest from people that want to see boxing. The main event, the Johnny Manziel fight, oh my God, that fight was so bad. The two NBA players fighting, that was another bad fight.
Ray J was something else.
And I want to talk about Ray J, but I'm going to tell you what was one of my favorite fights of the weekend, and it's just me. It's just me. And I love real boxing, dude. But I don't know why this one caught my eye. This fight was the best on Brand Risk right here. No neck Jay.
Just finish him. Just kick. Come on.
I mean, it's easy for you to say.
Oh, he called it.
Vince, I don't know why I get a kick out of that one, man. Just two big guys with very little fight. And the guy's name is No Neck Jay. Look at this guy. He really has no neck. He really got no neck. And you would think, look at his opponent. It was fun. It was fun, man. I'm not expecting to see Usyk versus Rico, but this was just as much fun. And it wasn't a controversial finish. The guy's laying up against the rope. There's no controversy there. But hey, that fight, I just showed the clip of Oblivion, who's a top kick streamer worth a lot of money. Your nephews, who are up and coming Las Vegas fighters, now going to be doing bare knuckle fighting. There was filled with celebrities up there. I'm talking.
Yeah, it was.
Ray J was the co-main event. And then they had celebrities like Chris Brown attended. It was like who AB was in the building.
Yeah, with Dean.
Ray J got knocked out, bro. Ray J got knocked out, and Ray J's been in the hospital ever since. This is him.
Didn't they say he had a car crash?
I mean, I don't know. This is supposedly after the fight here in Las Vegas. He did a live stream from the hospital room in Las Vegas. It's now Wednesday. He's been in the hospital for over 3 days.
He needs to get out there. That bill's going to be expensive.
I don't know what kind of insurance he has, but yeah, I mean, you got a point there. He's not even on IV, so I guess he's enjoying them, baby. Like you said, man, these hospital bills can get crazy. I don't know what kind of insurance he pays for. It better be the best, but yeah, he's not hooked up to any IVs. He said that he had a concussion, which is, he probably did. He got knocked out by a homeboy. He had a concussion, but they also noticed that his heart has been very slow. So, I hope he, nothing bad happens from it.
I hope he pulls out of it.
He ain't a young guy, but Ray J he ain't left the hospital ever since that. It was like, so we always say in real boxing, you don't play boxing, man. And he don't look like he took it very serious. He's hooked up.
No.
Still hooked up to all that equipment, man.
Well, he said another video of him and Kim's supposed to be coming out too. So maybe that money will pay for his doctor bills.
Yep. So I pray for him. Drew Evil's going to join us in a little bit, guys. We're going to talk about that Usyk fight and maybe some of the fights coming up this weekend. The whole Usyk card that we did that live stream. Thanks a lot, Vince. I appreciated that.
Man, I'm down like 4 flat tires on a dump truck. Whenever you ready, let's do it.
So let's talk about this really quickly. It happened this weekend in Las Vegas at the Resorts World International, guys. If you never heard about it, it happened this weekend. It's called the Enhanced Games. The Enhanced Games happened at Resorts World International. It was billed as the Steroid Olympics. The Steroid Olympics. And I was fascinated by it. I have been doing a lot of research about it, trying to watch a lot of content creators. Hey, great to see Penny. She says, Ray J is like the boy who cried wolf. He is always making a show. He is. Drew's going to join us, and I'll talk about this real quick. Let me just assign Drew here.
Hey, were there a lot of people at that steroid thing?
Not according to... Let me add Drew here. Not according to what I read, but again, I wasn't there.
Hey, Drew, had more people like that expected than boxing, like how they have.
For some reason, Drew's camera is really, really small. I wonder if I can make it bigger. Drew, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now. Hey, thanks everybody tuning in. I want to tell you why this is so important to me, this Enhanced Games, because first of all, we're going to explain what the whole thing was about. All right. You have a company that's traded on the stock market. It's a public company. That means you could buy stock in this company. The stock crashed 50% today because the event was billed as a complete failure. What they were going to allow in each category, one of them was swimming, obviously, Olympic style swimming, Olympic style weightlifting. powerlifting competitions, track and field. Some of those type of games were held here at Resorts World, and they were aiming to pay people insane amounts of money, $1 million. If you could beat any of these records, guys, they beat one record and it was taken back. They said it was not official. It does not count. They broke no records and the stock crashed. The stock crashed because they're essentially trying to prove the point that all sports would be better and you would see incredible performances by every athlete out there if you just allow them to be on performance enhancing drugs. Performing specific lists, guys. I'm going to be very specific about this. And we're going to talk about how it affected the great era of baseball, because we went through the steroid era of baseball, right? And why it was a failure. So I'll tell you guys what drugs they were allowed to use. Testosterone and testosterone esters used by 91% of the people who competed this weekend, okay? HCG, a hormone drug, was used by 5%. Okay, now peptides. GLP-1 drugs, you've heard of GLP-1. Ozempic, guys, those are peptides. Human growth hormone, IGF-1, insulin. A bodybuilder just died this weekend. He was 22 years old of using insulin.
Yeah,
you heard about that Brazilian guy?
Yes.
Approved peptides. Some of these are used for repair, like sermorelin, CJC 1295, ipamorelin. Those are all kind of growth hormones. And I don't see anything wrong with those, but those are illegal. Drew, they were allowing Adderall and amphetamine salts. They were used by 62%. What is an amphetamine salt? Is that like a smelling? They used to do where you would smell that right before a round in boxing and then just be jacked up. But Adderall, dude, that's legal speed. Adderall is like legal speed for kids and adults. All right, also that they allowed estrogen receptor modulators, anastrozole, which is an aromatase inhibitor to cut out your estrogen. And this is one that back in the day, Sugar Shane Mosley, you remember the boxing scandal that he was involved in with Bow co-founder, who's no longer with us. Rest in peace, Victor Conti, out of respect. Victor Conti was the first one to tell everybody, they're using EPO in boxing. EPO, erythropoietin. If that's what I say. Boxers, there were some boxers that got away using it. And Victor Conti was the first one to tell them, dude, if you microdose EPO, you will get a second wind in your fights, your 12-round fights, like you wouldn't believe, man. You just come back in that 6th, 7th, second half of that fight, like, let's go. Because it would open up everything, blood oxygen, and endurance. It was primarily used for endurance. It was a big drug used in boxing. And last but not least, this is the one where anyone into fitness and bodybuilding might have heard of these drugs. Nandrolone, Deca, Winstrol, Stanozolol, Anadrol. Some of these, I think Alicia Baumgartner got busted on one of those. Those are anabolic agents and stories. So that's the long list, guys. You could use any of these drugs. And guess what, dude? This swimmer right here, this guy was a former Olympic swimmer, I believe. He got this yoked, and he performed slower than ever. Slower than ever. So that's how the 2026 games went. The one guy from Las Vegas that won swimming was clean because they said, hey, you want to compete in this? Show us that you can compete at this level, whether you want to do the drugs or not, the testosterone and we'll let you compete. Wile E. Coyote Great says EPO is performed widely in elite cycling, which who's the great cyclist that was the Olympic cyclist who eventually got caught and they had to take his records away?
Armstrong?
Yeah, Armstrong. So listen, there are two arguments coming out of the enhanced games this week. Okay, there's two arguments now that they failed to break any world records. They failed to make their point, in my opinion. The point is that if you allow athletes across the sports world to use these drugs, that the fans are going to get performances that they've never seen before. So I'll ask you, because we talk about boxing, but we also, all of us here remember the great baseball steroid era. Would certain sports benefit from allowing And with other sports like MMA and boxing, would it be absolutely a disaster? So, Vince, I'll start with you. The steroid baseball era. I know you went through it and you loved it, man.
Hell yeah, I loved it.
Would
Chicks
Major
love
League
the long ball?
Would Major League Baseball be better for it today if they just said the hell with it? Sure,
But
use
to me,
it.
but to me, it's a hand-eye coordination. You know that? If
Yeah.
you're big, it don't mean you can hit the ball like out of the stadium. You know. And to me, I think some of it's good. Like if you're like a pitcher and you're an owner, you spend $100 million on them, give them that shot on that arm to heal them up. You know, to get them back out to get your money's worth. You know, instead of him just sitting on the bench like that third baseman for the Angels.
Mm-hmm.
He sat on the bench for a long time and got paid. That sucks. Like all your money went to him and he ain't doing nothing. Shoot him up and get him healthy and get him out of there. Get him out. That's
So
what I think. And like if you get big, the muscle's going to take up a lot of oxygen. So if you're boxing, you're going to get tired fast. So it won't be, certain ones will be good for it, but nah, not to be like a wrestler.
Yeah, EPO was the drug that was widely used. Victor Conti let us know about that. And in boxing, I'm gonna agree with you 100%. The guys that are all muscle, they don't perform as well as Tyson Fury. He's not all muscular. Somebody made a great point, Drew. They said, look, and Drew, I want you to riff on this because somebody said, look, you could be on steroids, you're not gonna beat Tiger Woods because that wouldn't do anything to your performance in golf, right? Drew, do you remember that Jose Canseco had a twin? Jose Canseco's a twin, but his brother didn't make Major League. His brother's career Major League Baseball. Now these are guys that are DNA identical DNA, and his brother didn't have the accolades and career in baseball, even though they were both baseball players. So I don't know, man. Tell me your opinion. Do you think it would benefit certain sports and in other sports it would actually not be beneficial?
Like boxing, no, because it gives more of a chance to kill somebody. Depends on what one you're on. Like some of them are like weight loss pills, and that's performance enhancing drug to help you cut the weight faster and be okay cutting the weight. And like the Ryan Garcia fight, that did nothing for strength and everything. That did nothing to bulk him up or to give him more strength. Like that just didn't do shit for him, but help him cut the weight. Now, when you go to baseball, you go like the Sosa, McGuire, Barry Bonds, and here's the thing: Roger Clemens. Barry Bonds was never proved. Was never found. It was never officially found out that he took steroids.
That's true.
Like, and everything. And he still was not voted into the Hall of Fame because of that. And the thing about it is, he could actually say, hey, say I took steroids and everything. Barry Bonds could have actually sued them and everything. For slander, defamation of character. And there's a thing. I don't know. Did they let A-Rod in the Hall of Fame?
A-Rod's still not in the Hall of Fame.
I think some of these players, they know they're probably never getting the Hall of Fame. Like Barry Bonds probably never getting the Hall of Fame. He was already had his chances. Roger Clemens had his chances. I think McGuire and Sosa both weren't getting in. And I'm probably A-Rod's not going to get in, but you look at it like this. A lot of people still talk about him. They still have the records in the books. And the only thing that it's going to hurt is these reporters that didn't vote them in, because the fans are going to say, you really didn't have officially didn't have nothing saying Barry Bonds took steroids. Like, to me, my all-time favorite baseball player was Ken Griffey Jr.
Badass.
And to me, I think he was the best all-around baseball player ever.
Yeah, he definitely was one of the best. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So, what'd you say, Vince?
Badass. He's badass.
Yeah. And, like, people don't realize that hitting baseballs aren't the only part of baseball. And, like being a Gold Glove, Cy Young Award winner, MVP, shit like that. But like football, yeah, you like performance enhancing drugs can really hurt the game because you can really hurt the player because they got CTE in it and everything. And it's also in professional wrestling. It was a big scandal back in the 80s with Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon and everything.
And by the way, Vince,
you can see that.
Vince, I'm sorry, but Vince and I had a conversation about that. He did say that, in wrestling, the fans in the 80s and 90s didn't want to see skinny wrestlers. It was a freak show. We wanted to see the dudes that look like bodybuilders.
Well, if anybody knows a lot about pro wrestling, Vince McMahon back in the day, he said, hey, you don't got the look. The look to him is big, muscled, in shape and everything. That was his ideal professional wrestler that he wanted and everything. So.
Not Mick Foley?
He eventually walked up and everything, and it became the storyline use and everything, ring psychology and promo and everything. And then as it progressed, he came into more of like fantasy characters.
Yeah.
Base like a trash truck driver or plumber as a fucking gimmick and a clown, but they claim to have wellness policies and they have daily drug testing, and MMA you don't know how good their policy is because it's probably the same policy as WWE because they're owned by the same people. TKO. So if we look at how performance-enhancing drugs can impact any sport, some that can be life-threatening, somebody being used against, which is contact sports, and some is like, hey, I'm just going to use it to get a better swing, better performance out of me in my position. But at the end of it, people got to look at it like this. If a lot of people are on the shit and they just haven't gotten caught.
Yep. That's kind of that's one argument that the people that put this thing together is saying, look, Olympic athletes at the highest level have been doing it and getting away with it. And when they get by and get away with it, we never know. We only know about the times people were caught. So my issue is between now and next year that the conversation is going to be happening. I think this thing is going to continue to grow. They're not going to give up on this company because this company is a publicly traded stock company. Enhanced Games for 2027, they claim that next year, the fans, the audience, the market is asking for them to introduce MMA, boxing, gymnastics, and a home run derby next year. I'm going to be honest with you. 2 of these I think are going to be appearing next year, and that's going to be gymnastics, obviously, and a home run derby, which I don't know who from Major League Baseball it'd have to be somebody who's not a pro Major League Baseball player because the contracts with Major League Baseball would absolutely forbid you from going on a cycle. These athletes went on a drug cycle with a physician for 9 weeks only, and this is what they said. essentially they're saying the reason why none of the world records were broken was because we only toyed around with these performance-enhancing drugs for 9 weeks. We saw what Ryan Garcia, who he got busted with a tiny little bit amount of Osterine. Not really in my it's a banned substance. It's on the PED list for VADA and WADA, but it doesn't.
So
it supports your muscle. It supports you keeping most of your muscle while not deteriorating when you do weight loss. So Ryan could keep his strength, and he was really strong in that Devin Haney fight. But it doesn't make you stronger. You still have to be strong. It maintains your muscle you already have. There are certain drugs that are going to help you in certain sports. Like Wiley, shout out to Wiley. He talked about EPO being a major drug in cycling, in the cycling world. It's going to be some that help you, and other drugs. Huh? What's that?
Lance Armstrong won 7 straight Tour of Fitness titles, and he was on the shit.
But listen, home run derby, being strong. I mean, we get it. Canseco admitted to using anabolic steroids, and he was crushing balls. But him, Barry Bonds, who never got caught, some of the other ones like Mark McGuire, who was in Jose, these guys had insane hand-eye coordination, incredible ball-seeing skills. They could read curveballs, change-ups. These aren't things that any drug, I don't care. You could take every drug on that list that they said they allowed, and not any of them are going to make you a Major League Baseball hitter against Ohtani. You're just going to get an edge on strength for baseball. But Ryan Garcia, a couple years back when he fought Oscar Duarte, he said in an interview, he goes, you know what would be pretty cool if I could start a boxing league where you could take whatever you wanted. He said that. Ryan Garcia says, that would be pretty cool to see boxing with no limits. I don't know, man. I don't think the state of Nevada, where they held this games I don't think they're going to allow it, man. Somebody's going to die.
No. Yeah.
Because
their heart's going to blow up.
Yeah, one thing is the testosterone, guys who are on testosterone, it does make you a stronger fighter, more aggressive. You can get too muscular and ruin it. You know what I'm saying? Or you might become so strong that you knock out a guy unconscious and put him in a hospital with a brain bleed or potentially kill him. I don't think it's a good idea for boxing or MMA.
Well, I used to work with a guy.
Look at Ray J. He got beat up by a super hot fire and he's in the hospital. Today, he's still in the hospital.
Well, I used to work with a guy. This was like years ago. When he first, I met him, like when I first day I met him, and everything, they told me to train him and everything. This is like when I was in my 20s. And this dude was like, kind of had a gut, out of shape a little bit. Walked in, I said, what's up? A month later, he's all built like a bodybuilder. He was taking steroids. And like he was getting like all and everything. So someone asked him, yo, how the fuck you get like that? And then he told people, and I overheard him, I take steroids. And I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? He's like, be your body. The bad thing about it is he developed a coke problem, taking coke.
Damn.
He started taking cocaine too. And the thing about it is the way the steroid, it made him rage. It made him like go off easily. He had a short fuse and everything. And like the easiest thing could piss him off. And it just got worse as he kept on going at it. And he didn't give a fuck and everything. And he wound up getting arrested and everything because he got put over. Found out he was under the influence and everything. Found out he was coked out. So lost a lot of shit that night, he said.
Indeed, man. Shout out to 1993 Cobra. Wile E. Coyote put in a little specific fact. He said EPO is increasing red blood cell count via IV. You draw the blood out and then re-administer it closer to competition. I know from the Netflix documentary on Victor Conti that's probably still available. Victor Conti was involved in the doping scandals in track and field and boxing, and then reformed his life. He did a sentence and whatnot, but he talked about EPO being one of his favorites that would give boxers incredible endurance in the later second half. And a lot of the people he worked with were obviously champions either at whatever sport they were in. So anyways, guys, that's the enhanced games. We'll have to wait until 2027. Y'all could invite me. I would love to cover the event next year and see what you guys add to it. They claim it's going to be bigger and better because they've already announced this prize, guys. They're willing to pay $10 million to the guy that beats Usain Bolt's 9.58 100-meter world record. $10 million is up for grabs next year if you could outrun that. Oh, man.
Don't that kid speed run pretty fast?
Yeah, but he is fast. I mean, they track him like NFL 4.5 type, speed. He's not Olympic pedigree at all or international. But Vince, you want to talk about content creation, man. If that kid's speed did all the drugs on that list, and he went to Dubai. They were training the athletes who wanted to participate in the enhanced program for 9 weeks. 9 weeks in Dubai on all these roids in a training camp. The whole list. I'm telling you, man, you want to talk about views. Speed competing in the enhanced games in 2027 to see if he could beat the Usain. I mean, man, he better thank you right now. Hey, Speed's watching with all 15 people right now. Speed, the guy with millions of people watching him. Vince just gave you the idea of a lifetime, bro. I love it, man. Hey, let's talk a little bit now that the whole gang is here, guys. I appreciate you guys. Let's talk a little about this crossover fight because it was an amazing cinematic spectacle in front of the pyramids in Giza, Glory in Giza, another event by Turki Al-Ashik, Ring Magazine, where they took the world's best heavyweight kickboxer, hadn't lost in 10 years, against the undisputed cruiserweight, undisputed two-time heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk, in a fight where even I predicted I don't think the kickboxer would make it out of the fight. Well, I guess I was right. But while we were watching it, Vince, I was rooting for the kickboxer. I'm like, damn, I haven't seen Usyk look like shit like this. And I mean, maybe this might be the worst performance I've ever seen Usyk. And of course, I was rooting for the underdog. I'm like, let's make some history. Let's make history tonight. And then we get what happened in the championship rounds and the 10th rounds. That what was working for Rico started getting sloppy, and Usyk was catching his second wind. Usyk, obviously, tremendous Olympic pedigree, Olympic boxing amateur pedigree, amazing, professional boxing experience. It was the championship rounds, and Usyk was going to turn this biatch around. Excuse my language. Yeah. But one thing I didn't notice, Vince, was two things. I didn't know about the open scoring. Drew, did you know there was open scoring? So, guys, you don't know what open scoring is? They were letting the teams know what the three judges' scorecards were up every round or whatnot. So people knew they had the benefit of the doubt knowing, hey, who's up. And personally, I didn't agree with some of the commentators, but I thought Rico was up. I thought Rico was winning the fight. I thought he got hurt in the 10th. I thought Usyk was the Usyk we're used to seeing was starting to come out and be explosive in the 10th, and he turned the ship around. But up until the 9th round, I think Rico was clearly winning, maybe 6 rounds to 3. That's just my take on it. Vince, you saw it with me. Did you think the kickboxer was winning in the 11th?
Yeah. And
All right.
and I said, I was going to watch the fight. I care less.
And Drew, you watched the fight. At the time of the 11th round, before the stoppage, who did you have up?
I had Usyk up.
You had Usyk up.
I had Usyk up in a close fight. If you look at it like this, Rico kept walking into an uppercut all fucking night.
Oh, he did. Vince saw it.
The thing about it is, there was punches in rounds. There was a lot of close rounds in this fight. People may not want to admit it, but there was close rounds in this fight. Yeah. And I gave most of those close rounds to Usyk because he nailed the bigger shots and clear shots. the pressure that Rico was doing was tremendous, but at the same time, you're not going to your strengths. You're fighting small to the smaller man. Instead of boxing like this and maintaining a reach advantage and keep him at a distance that works for you, you decide to stay down the whole fight and leave yourself open a lot to get hit. I had Usyk up 96-94 at the time of the stoppage.
Well, I'm going to say that is controversial.
And I thought he won some of the close rounds.
Okay, now 2 of the judges had it a straight-up draw. What I remember during the live stream, Vince, is that I told Vince, look, if Usyk wins 10, 11, 12, they're going to give it to Usyk if it goes the distance. If it goes the distance. And it was just 1 round away from going the distance. But then he dropped the guy. He hurt him really bad, and he was technically on the way to being dropped for a second time. And I'll show the clip before the bell rang. What pissed everybody off is this. Take a look at the screen, and what you're going to see that's always in boxing is what you're going to notice what you don't see. Okay, don't mind the shoe shine boxing. There is no clock. There's no clock. The fans weren't being told how much time was left on the clock. The referee, he even failed to listen for the 10-second bell. The referee should have known this guy's not out on his feet. You let him go to, and not just me, everybody from Steve Kim, Mario Lopez, Teddy Atlas. Yes, terrible job by the ref stopping the fight after the bell. Also horrible TV production for not showing us a clock. He says Usyk would have stopped him in the 12th round, though. Okay, I think pretty much everybody here could agree that in the 12th round, it was going to be a tough hill battle for this guy who was rocked to not get stopped. But maybe because of his experience in kickboxing, maybe he would have survived. And if he would have survived, you would have had to embarrass yourself and come out with the scorecards that were crooked. Because to me, it was not a draw going into the 11th round. It just wasn't. That's my opinion. Drew thinks Usyk was up. I think had Usyk won the 12th round, that would have been enough to probably give him a decision. They were already cooking the scorecards. It was open. But here's Teddy Atlas breaking it down.
There's the uppercut. Now, we did our own clock. 30 seconds has gone by. Not 8. 30 seconds he's had to recover. All right, but the referee steps in. Now, definitely, a little after the bell. I really believe that the referee already made up his mind simultaneously as the bell was about to ring. The referee was already ready to stop it.
The referee had no business stopping this championship level fight that millions of people around the world were watching. That should have been left up to the doctor to come over. The doctor's job is to come over in between rounds, do a test, and say, hey, man, this guy's completely out of it. I can't let him fight. He don't even know how many fingers I got up. Do I got 1 or 2? That wasn't the referee's job. His discretion was the fact is that to me, it was after the bell. The referee intentionally was ignoring the 10-second, they clap the sticks or whatever, the 10-second bell to let you know the bell's about to ring. The referee, like Teddy Atlas said, in my opinion, he had already made up his mind that he was going to stop this fight in favor of Usyk to give Usyk the win. But honestly, hey, maybe he would have knocked the dude out. Maybe he would have fit. The guy was in trouble. Yeah. But why not? Why not let us fans, all fans, casual fans, hardcore boxing fans, people who just randomly saw it on net and said, oh my God, I got to watch this. Why not let us all see the final conclusion, because the guy earned it. He earned a right to be in the 12th round. I'll go with you, Drew, because I think you disagree with me.
No, I thought he should have at least been given the benefit of the doubt to go in the 12th round. I thought he's going to get stopped. I thought it was over anyway in the 12th round. He was going to get stopped. His body language that he was about done after that knockdown. After when Usyk knocked him down the first time and everything, he got up. He didn't look like he was fully there yet. Like he tried to, how that's especially with his face and everything. He's trying to get himself back into it and everything. Get himself back up and everything. And then when Usyk start railing on him some more, referee, he's going in there to stop the fight and everything. Was it a bad stoppage? Yes and no. Yes, because the bell rung, but here's the rule. What is the main rule of boxing? The fighter cannot be saved by the bell, including the 12th and final round. That is the one rule that's going to play in when they appeal this fight, which Rico is appealing. The one rule they're going to bring up: the bell cannot save the fighter, including the 12th and final round.
But even when we watched it live, true. But when we watched it live, Vince said, "I heard the bell. I had my volume down." He heard the bell, and so the fight was stopped after the bell. They're going to dispute it. Rico's got a case. He's going to dispute it. I think the right thing to do by the British Board of Control handles all these fights for Turkey. The right thing to do is to overturn this as a no contest because they stopped the fight after the bell. This should have had a natural conclusion. A no contest.
But you know what? They're not going to rule a no contest. You wonder why?
Because of what Wiley said in the chat. I might as well have been an exhibition. It was cooked.
Because the thing about it is, Rico and people, Rico was getting knocked out in the 12th round. He was out of it. And
maybe he survived.
Even Rico even knew he was out of it because he's like, at least let me go out in my own shield. Here's the thing. When a fighter says, let me go out in my own shield, he knew he was about to be done. Let me go out in my own shield. But at the end of the day, that he has the right to appeal, but they're going to bring up the bell cannot save you at the end of the round, including the 12th and final round. And if the ref could say, I was going in to stop because I felt he took too much punishment after getting knocked down. I think that's the main reason why that ref tried to step in early, because he took that knockdown. It was a bad knockdown at first, but he got up and they didn't think he was recovering from it. And Usyk stepped in, and Usyk went in it more. That's the only reason why I could think that referee stepped in. I didn't like it, but that's the only reason why I could see him stepping in on that. Do I think he should have been given the right to go to the 12th round? Yes. Do I think he would have probably eventually been stopped? Yes. He looked done, but he should have been let to go in the 12th round.
All right. Hey man, I appreciate that.
And then the issue is, and this is my issue with fans. After this fight, they're saying Usyk ain't shit. Usyk's washed up. Now here's the thing.
Talk shit.
They didn't give Tyson Fury that benefit of the doubt with Ngannou. And let's be honest. Rico's a hell of a lot better fighter than Ngannou ever was.
Oh yeah. I was thinking you must have read my mind, Drew, because I'm going to ask you this and then I'll ask Vince. Should the next matchup for 39-year-old Usyk be a rematch with Rico or against his mandatory Agit Kabayel, who's been looking pretty impressive, who was brought into the ring? Rematch or moving on for Usyk? Drew, did you hear that?
I thought you asked Vince first.
Oh no, I was asking you.
Move on.
Vince, you say move on.
Yeah.
For Rico,
it might be his last fight. He might retire after this.
For Rico, do you think he should get an actual boxing opponent and come back to boxing, or do you think he should fight Ngannou? That's a good crossover fight. Look, you're talking about the guy who did drop Tyson Fury. I don't know. I got you there. Would you like to see that? Hold on, Drew. Vince, would you want to see Rico versus Ngannou?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All
Hit
right.
up Jake Paul. Jake Paul
Hey, yeah,
Make it happen.
he's not under a contract. Jake Paul should pick up the phone and thank Vince for another brilliant idea. Hey, is that dude Rico available for my MVP fight? What about you, Drew? Who would you like to see? Not Rico, but actually Rico too, but Usyk fight
Well,
next.
number one, Turkey Sheet needs to shut the fuck up.
Whoa,
It's not who you. It's not who you want. It's not who you want. It's what the fans want at the end of the day. You don't have a say. And the thing about it is, Usyk said to you, "I'm ready for whoever," but at the end of the day, it's not who the fuck you want. It's what the fans want. And here's the thing. Maybe Usyk's mind wasn't in this fight all the way because of his daughter. Give him the benefit of the doubt. He had that shit on his mind, the mental point and everything. Maybe he's worried about his daughter because she's in a bomb shelter and everything. Maybe that got to him a little bit. And he didn't really take the fight as serious as he should have. But in some fights, when a guy has a bad day in the office, which it happens to the best of us, that next fight, he comes back and shows people why he's the best at what he does. I think he needs to go fight Gabriel. Put that guy's name on your resume. Beat him. And I don't think he should give Rico. I don't think a rematch with Rico should happen.
Well, he's almost 40 years old. He doesn't have to honor it.
He doesn't have to honor it. And Turkey should not. Why should he spend his last fight, his last professional fight, fighting someone that's not even ranked in the top 15 of any?
He should be ranked by everybody now in the top 15.
Yeah, he should. He should. Because I tell you this right now, I think he beats almost over half the people in the top 15 Rico.
Well, I'll tell you who I think he might. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. This Saturday afternoon, it was a very hard day for fans. If Richard Torres Jr. has any fans, I know he's a very likable kid, Olympic silver medalist, but something happened to him that I thought was practically inevitable for a multitude of records, man. Listen, Richard Torres Jr. has been knocked out brutally in the amateurs against very big heavyweights. Jalalov, who was the gold medalist, knocked him out brutally, unconscious practically. He's been knocked out by big guys before. He's been training with Bomac, which you would think like Bomac would be the perfect trainer because everybody Bomac trains is off the chain good. But he came in and he made such a bad choice early on in this fight against Frank Sanchez. You have some skin in the game. Your friend was in the corner of Frank Sanchez, right, Vince?
Yeah. Yep.
One of your old friends. I saw him in the corner, and I couldn't believe. I blinked my eye, and the fight was over. I thought that Richard Torres was going to win this. Go ahead, Drew.
Dave, I need you to tell me, because I've been saying this all along. I need you to go in front of Vince and tell me, Drew, you was right all along. You was right about Richard Torres all along. Come on, Dave. You can say in front you can speak up for all the people. Speak up for all the people and say, Drew, you was right about Richard Torres all along.
Defensively, look, man, Richard Torres I can't believe he got that far as an amateur with the defense that he displayed on Saturday night. It was like some rookie. He left himself in a position to get knocked out. That aggressiveness is not going to beat every opponent because he's undersized for the division. And I always thought, right? I talked about it with you too, Drew. I agreed with you. Coming out of the Olympics, I said this dude is going to make a cruiserweight champion like that. He's in the size realm where like 6'2", 6'3". If he could get down to 200 pounds, man, he is no question in my mouth. He would give Jairo Pataya, David Benavidez an incredible fight. In fact, after the David Benavidez fight, people were asking, hey, man, would David Benavidez ever move up and fight somebody like Richard Torres? But he came into the professional boxing world top rank, said, okay, no, you're a heavyweight. You're going to stay at this weight. And now, the American heavyweight landscape looks awful. Like Jared Anderson isn't world class. He's not going to beat Usyk or Tyson Fury. And now Richard Torres, the same thing. So what's next for Richard Torres, Drew?
Well, here's the thing. I put a parlay up Saturday, and I picked on that parlay Frank Sanchez to win by KO in round 2.
Damn.
I bet it the round 2. I bet it round 2 that he was going to knock out Richard Torres because that aggressive style, defensive liabilities, leaves himself open, and somebody with the hand speed of Frank Sanchez is going to nail him with a fast knockout punch. And what happened? Went in there, right in the chin, knocks him out cold. Now, what's next for Richard Torres?
Zuffa.
You got a lot of soul searching to do, son.
Zuffa heavyweight champ.
No, he needs to think about another career because he ain't. This is it. You got knocked out by Frank Sanchez out cold with one punch. Who do you think you're beating?
No.
Come on, it's over. This kid was not going to be this. This kid was going to make it to gatekeeper status, Dave. This kid was going to stay on prospect level because he has a questionable chin and a reckless style that no one can kick him out of. So what's next for Richard Torres? Think about a better career.
Damn, that's really harsh. I don't think is this the clip?
I'm being dead ass. I'm keeping that being. I don't think he doesn't beat anybody.
Here's the knockout again. By the way, for Eddie Reynoso and Team Canelo was in there supporting in the front row. Just unbelievable, man. He set himself up, though. That was a bad technical mistake. If anything, you would think Richard Torres would have been with Team Canelo a long time ago. But no, the Cuban. And a loyal, good friend, Canelo, he was there. You know, Sanchez has been a former sparring partner. Did you guys notice how ridiculously fit Sanchez was in comparison to his former fights? Yeah, because anytime people get ridiculously fit like that after not looking that fit, you're going to get, and being in the Canelo Alvarez camp, you're going to get people on social media scratching their heads and wondering, hey, man, you know, a lot of guys have popped dirty in Canelo's camp. And so far, I haven't heard anything. So it's a clean, straight up victory, an impressive knockout performance. For Frank Sanchez, true, I mean, put him in against anybody at this point. He's looking top 5 in that heavyweight division to me right now.
Well, if you looked at that footage, I just saw it, and you see how Reynoso was in the corner with him, animated, he was telling him, Torres puts his head down all the time when he punches. That's going to open that uppercut up. And he said, uppercut him when he goes in there to try to punch you. And that's going to be your bread and butter. You're going to knock him out with it. Now, Frank Sanchez, he can cause problems for anybody in the heavyweight division with his style and his hand speed. He can. But if someone can get to him and punish him, that's his only Achilles heel. Pressure. And you look at it, I really think that if we put up names and everything who he can probably beat, I think he can probably beat AJ. I think he can beat Andy Ruiz. I don't know why the fuck I mentioned his name, but fuck it. He could cause fits to Fury a little bit. He could probably beat some of these top 10 and 15 ranked heavyweights. Like, he could probably beat Zhang now. Caballero, I don't think he beats Caballero. I'll tell you this right now. I had a feeling Caballero might be the second or third best heavyweight in the world. Right now.
Shout out to Paul. He says, hey, Rampage Jackson suggested to Ray J to pull out of the match and maybe train more. Yeah, it would have probably been best suited for him since he looked absolutely awful and unfit to be in the ring. I was laughing because this came across my social media feed. You know, Ryan Garcia, you know, he's quite the character, also a kick streamer. But he was working out a girl on the pads that I don't know who she is. Ryan obviously knows who she is. Her name is Ali. And she, Mexican influencer boxing already had a show on Netflix that did incredibly well. Mexican influencer boxing did a show on Netflix like just a few weeks ago. Here's who they plan on adding to the next one. And here's Ryan Garcia. This is the Super Torta division. I've never seen. I mean, we talk about torta. This is the Super Torta division. She will be fighting, well, the girl in the other picture. And there's Ryan. Hey, she took Ryan's best. I wonder if she could take that shot from Ryan without that pad. Let's look at that again. Ooh. Oy.
What the fuck?
That's the super.
That's nasty, dude.
What about No Neck Jay? Did you guys?
That's a man, baby.
Did you see that No Neck Jay? That was another. Oh man, that cracked me up. I'm sorry, guys. That was hilarious.
Yo, that's a fucking man. That's a man.
No, dude, that's a Latina, bro. There's plenty of women's. Oh, speaking of, we're gonna talk. We'll talk about Jake Paul does have a women's boxing card. That would be sweet. Hey, what if she's so good that she ends up getting picked up by MVP with that amazing roster of women boxers that she becomes a heavyweight? What about that, man?
She'll be the ring card girl. She'll be the next ring card girl for Turkey.
What if Ryan Garcia was so impressed that he hires her for the next camp to take body shots? That would be something, man.
Well, Ryan ain't got no fight anyways right now. He's just old mouth. He got no fight.
Hey, so real quick, I want to the Jack Catterall fight on the same card, guys. Jack Catterall. They were calling him Jack Catterall. I didn't know it was Catterall. Jack Catterall. He won very impressive against a guy that, for some reason, Rolly Romero wouldn't sign up to fight him. They were mandating that Giyasov be as mandatory, and Rolly was like, who is that dude? Well, that dude got his ass whooped by Jack Catterall in a very impressive performance by Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall is now the welterweight WBA regular champion. He has 180 days to sign a contract to fight Rolly. If Rolly does not agree to fight him in 6 months, 180 days, then they're going to take Rolly's title away and just give it to Jack Catterall. What do you think, Vince? You think he's going to sign up to fight? I mean, Jack Catterall's a respectable name, especially in the UK, man. The guy can sell a lot of tickets in the UK.
It depends on what Rolly's going to get the money. Because Rolly's supposed to be the A-side fighter. And if everybody else could do it, why can't he do it? That's what sucks. They don't strip the other fighters for doing it. You know what I mean? And when he was supposed to fight Devin don't want to sign a contract. And Ryan don't put his name in his mouth, so,
Yep. Drew, you think he signs up the fight? Rolly Romero takes that fight with Jack Catterall? And is it a dangerous fight for Rolly?
It's a dangerous fight. It doesn't... I think Rolly... I don't know. I think Rolly, the way that he fought Ryan Garcia, this might be a better version of Rolly. A more technical version of Rolly, defensively, and everything. This could be a dangerous fight, but this could also be a fight that really, this could be the name other than Ryan Garcia that he needs on his resume. That, hey, I beat a pro boxer, and I defensively was outboxing him. And what's going to happen? It opens him up to bigger fights. Does he possibly the Devin Haney fight? Which I tell you the truth. If Rolly fights like he did against Ryan Garcia and then he does that against Jack Catterall, we might have to talk about Rolly being a somewhat of a threat here.
All right. Well, Vince knows
I'm
firsthand.
agreeing with.
He knows firsthand that Rolly is a heavy puncher, and Jack Catterall, he's a slick boxer. But I mean, anybody can get caught, including we've seen people get caught by Rolly. I look forward to that fight, to hearing that fight gets made. Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson in the chat. We talked about the enhanced games before we go. This is a video that came across. This is what people thought the enhanced games were going to look like this weekend.
Gets ready. Well, that's a new record. Jacked up of the USA gets ready. Well, that's a new record.
Well, that didn't happen. That clearly was a fair. Sounds
like the fucking Waiting Rainbow song.
That's it. That's the. Hey, by the way, so this... Yeah, go ahead, Vince.
Did you hear about 50 Cent making the news?
Nah, what for?
He said 50 Cent faces criticism from saying men who date transsexual women are gay. What is your opinion about that?
What? What kind of question is that for a sports show?
I know, but 50 Cent, kind of that just popped up. I'm like, nah, man.
Who is he's talking about somebody in the entertainment world, whether it's Eddie Murphy or whoever. I know he's probably alluding to somebody else that I just can't pick up on. He's talking about that guy?
And then Josh Jacobs got released.
Didn't he beat up his girl?
Yeah,
What?
big dummy.
Hold on.
He got released.
Hold on. Josh Jacobs from Green Bay just got released?
Yeah.
For what?
Being a domestic violence.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is the guy. Yeah, those are some serious charges, man. They don't want nothing to do with that. Another athlete acting dumb.
Everybody.
What's that?
Can we cannot say Eddie Murphy's name on here. We're trying not to get sued, Dave.
No, I know who wants to get sued.
You're telling me to start with the F-bombs and everything, and you're mentioning names about... Oh,
Just
shit.
God
damn it, Dave.
Hey, it's fight week for the ladies on ESPN. I think this card is going to be, it's Saturday from El Paso, Texas. Why am I interested in this? Well, obviously, Amanda Serrano is interesting to watch. She's one of the women's goats of all time. Holly Holm, 40-some. I don't even know how old Holly Holm is, but look, they're running it back against Han, the former world champion. Holm took her belt. Holly Holm is looking so good for a woman in her approaching her mid-40s that I can only think if she wins this fight, they know what the fight is for Holly Holm. And that's against Ronda Rousey, who she beat Ronda Rousey, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago.
Well, Ronda says she's done. I believe her.
But would it be in the cage? Because Lord knows Ronda Rousey's never competed in pro boxing. So I'm not interested in that. Put her in the cage and I don't know, I guess maybe Ronda chokes her out. Maybe this time she doesn't get knocked out.
What'll be a good fight? Holly Holm versus Amanda Serrano.
Yeah, that would be a good fight. How far apart are they in weight?
I think that Amanda can make her weight.
Take note, boxing promoters and internet celebrities. This show right here is just giving you 3 mind-boggling ideas today in one 90-minute show.
Yeah,
and
sell
on pay-per-view.
God bless you all for that.
We didn't even charge you. We didn't charge you a single penny.
We blessed you already. Now where's the super chats?
Vince, you asked me a very controversial question. You asked me that question by... Hold on. You asked me a question. 50 Cent said the men that date transvestites are gay. I will not comment on that. I've never dated a transsexual. But I will comment that I'm going to comment on this. Hell no. I'm going to comment on this, though. This is gay. This is gay.
Yeah, it is.
We're gonna get fucking canceled.
Canceled from what? You can't say that something. I guess you can't. That's one of the banned words you can't. Remember? I read it.
People are soft as fucking nowadays, Dave. Come on now.
Well, I'm supposed to apologize for being Gen X, man. We used to use that word every day.
Guys, I'm sorry there's too many emotional people in this world today. But we do have to we very sorry. But tell you the truth,
very sorry.
I mean, Will Clark, I just played it at the beginning of the show. Will Clark, one of the greatest San Francisco Giants players ever.
Tell the truth. He's talking how we supposed to talk. You ain't supposed to be doing that stuff on the field. But I ain't gonna say the bad words, but he's right. How he said it, perfect. And he's a Giant and they're Giants, so he's embarrassed.
Yeah, he's embarrassed.
Should be embarrassed.
All right, this weekend, Bivol makes his return in Russia. He hasn't fought in over a year. He had some surgeries. He's still a unified light heavyweight champion. He holds 3 of the titles. If he wins, when he wins, of course he's going to win. I don't even need to look at the odds, guys. He's going to win even coming off of a long layoff against Eifert, whatever his name is.
Eifert.
Dude, he's going to win.
You fart.
I got a fart.
We all fart.
Question is,
I just fart.
You guys done with the childish humor? No, I'm just kidding. Listen, man, is Bivol going to fight David Benavidez next?
I hope so.
Is that who we want to see him fight?
Let's ask Turkey. Turkey knows everything.
Yo, do it like this, man. David gotta go down to 175 and man the fuck up and shut the fuck up about thinking he's the A side. Like, tell you the truth, let's look at it like this, man. Stop calling out Canelo, bro. It's not doesn't suit you, man. Like you're fucking a cruiserweight now, and then you keep cloud chasing, and it makes you even look worse. Like, and here's another thing, man. The dude from the boxing voice, I gotta say this, man. He must go to those Diddy parties, but they're really Benny parties.
Ooh.
And like, you know, like you guys know who I'm talking about, right? Like
you're gonna have to tell me off.
This guy fucking says Benavidez is the best boxer in the world. I was like, man, I can't believe like really, you must have been in those Benny parties, man. You must have woke up and your ass must have hurt the next day, like that producing the Diddy video and everything. You say, oh man, I asked Benny what happened, and then I'm like, I felt like my ass is hurting, and my back was hurting too. Come on, man.
Wild Coyote farted.
It's like there's no Diddy.
Hey, let me give some quick props to everybody that came out to the fight in San Jose. I wasn't there. My buddy Lukey Boxing, who I'll be doing a podcast with tomorrow, that'll be up on his channel at Lukey Boxing on YouTube. He went to the main event. He was there for the whole event. Golden Boy Boxing put on a show in San Jose, California. Amari Jones from Oakland, California, knocked out Gualtieri. I predicted this wrong. I thought he would win. Lukey told me that he would knock out Gualtieri, who briefly was the middleweight champion, that he would knock him out even faster than Janibek, who everybody knows Janibek as the middleweight champion from Top Rank. He did it. And I'm going to just say it right now. I am convinced now. Amari Jones, who trains with Virgil Hunter. Virgil Hunter was not only Amir Khan, but the great Andre Ward. Dude, this kid is going to be the real deal in the middleweight division. He is a future star. He just doesn't have the eyes on him. Only less than 5,000 people showed up for this boxing event in San Jose. And you cannot walk away. You cannot take the sport of boxing away from a major city. It hasn't been boxing in the Bay Area for years. Like Andre Ward was the last person I remember doing well with ticket sales, you know, because he was from Oakland Coliseum. We had the Raiders then. We had the Golden State Warriors in the same Coliseum. And it hasn't been in the Bay Area in years, like LA. So they gotta build up the team. They gotta build up the team again. Speaking of Bay Area sports teams, dude, last week, you know, they opened up the Omnia Day Club at Caesars, the big swimming pool party at Caesars. And then I was telling you guys that Mandalay Bay, they opened up their remodeled swimming pool complex called Tailgate. Snoop Dogg hosted that. George Kittle and all his Niner buddies, George Kittle, his wife, I think his wife has her own YouTube podcast. George Kittle was partying with Snoop Dogg. I mean, he had a serious season-ending injury last year. He has been recovering, but my man, George Kittle, he's also been partying. That's George Kittle right there. He went from Las Vegas to the Bottle Rock Festival, music festival in Napa Valley, one of like the coolest rock music festivals you can go to. And here's George Kittle getting drunk with fans, bro. Check that out. Just guzzling beers. This dude is a party animal. I'm telling you. Hey, bro. George Kittle knows how to party, man. He can invite us to his mansion in Tennessee. Now, you know that he lives next to him and the 49ers quarterback? Like, he told the quarterback from the 49ers, Purdy, he goes, you got to see my house in Tennessee. Purdy went out there, saw his mansion that he built with his own football field, his own gym, and Purdy said, I'm going to buy the piece of land next to you. That's how nice it is.
Nice.
Fly us out there, Kittle. I'll have a beer too. All right. That's really all I got for this weekend, man. Anything else you guys wanted to touch on real quick?
So, Vince, you looked at the Cowboys schedule, right?
Oh, we could talk about football on the next one. We could talk about what's going on with the Cowboys schedule.
No, I think we should start predicting teams' records. All of us, all the teams, do it by division. Every week every team, and we top to the season, and we just
should
pick the record.
close to September. We should do that.
Like
there's some key injuries. September when football season starts.
He's ready to talk about it right now over the summer.
I know.
I actually have a record prediction for the Cowboys already.
Oh, boy,
is it at least over 500?
I actually got you guys going 8-9 or 9-8.
I'll take the 9-8.
See, he's picking the most. He's agreeing with me on that. But
because I love over 500, man. I'm cool. I'm not gonna be like the fans. We're going to Super Bowl. We're gonna win the Super Bowl. No, we ain't there yet.
Hey, I'll take 500 for the San Francisco Giants, man. I'll take 500 ball.
Take 500. I'm good.
Well, Dave's not gonna Dave's probably not gonna like me. Like when I went on a TikTok show the other day.
Oh yeah,
and I predicted the Rams record, and I had them sweeping the Niners.
Ooh.
But then I can also
I'm surprised.
But I can also give the Niners a win at home.
Yeah.
And have them beat Tampa Bay because I do have them beating Tampa Bay.
Right now, I'm taking. I'm gonna start taking donations if you want to send me to the 49ers versus the Vikings in Mexico City. Because
you better go to Mexico. That's dangerous out there.
Mexico City. My boy Speech goes to all the games to see the Vikings across the international. I can't let him go and I not go.
But you know what? I do have to say something. Welcome back to Triddle X Vic Glazer, you con artist son of a bitch that steals drink vouchers of Golden Boy events just to give them to his wife.
And we gotta follow Rick.
No, I tell you the truth. Rick's gonna report me because I got photos fucking around with Rick, funny photos, and he might be pissed off if I say, "Welcome back, fat ass."
You're gonna get banned for sure. You're gonna get banned for sure.
Got this up with the Jones of Subway, and he's out the pants like this.
I think he's doing this for
but like
shots fired.
Now, I'm Vince. You ever see this guy on Twitter, man? He's a piece of shit con artist.
I believe you. I believe you 100%, Drew.
Everybody pray for Ray J, and Drew just knocked out Rick Glazer. He thinks he's not. You're definitely gonna get blocked again now that he's back on Twitter, man.
Hey, you kissed my fucking ass.
That's all we got tonight, guys. I appreciate it. We'll be back. Like I said, I got a show tomorrow on Lukey Boxing, and I'm going to try to squeeze in another show or some more content this week by Friday. Dave in the 702 Man Cave, Vince, and Drew, we out. Peace.
Peace.